The second block to sharing new interactions occurs when Pete's partner, Sally, cannot take in, trust, or respond to Pete's new revelations. She reverts back to blaming or discounting responses, which are part of this couple's cycle of distress and distance. So in session, when Pete is really able to share how his fear of rejection by Sally comes up and overwhelms him, and the possibility for a new, open, empathic conversation is right there, Sally says, "I don't believe you. You're just being a good client here." And she turns to me and says, "Pete is just a cold person." Ouch. Did you feel the bullet? So I might say, can we stop here a moment? What just happened here? I will reflect the whole interaction where Pete risked sharing, but Sally had a hard time tuning into his message. I will repeat Pete's message at least 4 times to make it explicit and help Sally begin to hear it through the buzz of her own anger and hurt. I also validate and normalize that it's hard for Sally to hear this unfamiliar message from her partner. So I say, so it's really hard for you to hear Pete when he says. You usually make sense of his behavior by telling yourself that he's simply unfeeling. So then this message from him doesn't fit at all. You usually tell yourself he just doesn't care about your upset. So now when he says, it's hard to take that in. It's hard to imagine that there's this softer side of Pete and that he means it when he says, when he tells you. But your brain says that this cannot be real. You've been so hurt in this relationship. Yes, I understand. You are just not used to this message that he's afraid of your anger. It's strange. It's unfamiliar. Sally agrees with me. So I ask her, can you please tell him? It's hard to really hear you when you say this to me because the therapist has protected Pete from being discounted when he risks opening up and encouraged Sally to begin to struggle with her ability to see Pete's vulnerability and respond to it. In every session of EFT, small, successful moments of reach and respond begin to de-escalate negative patterns of interaction and build moments of safe connection that later will flower into what we call hold me tight conversations. Conversations that build a more secure bond. The kind of bond we are all longing for. The kind of bond that we all need.